Hola amigos. So you want to know why Spanish is really cruel? Because they do this all the time. Any verb you really, really, really need, like I am, or I want, or I go, is always irregular. Why do they do this to us? I don't know. Let's blame Spain. But today, despite whatever cruelty Spain has in store for us, we're going to learn our irregular preterite verbs, or, in other words, the verbs you really need. Take a look at that really, really, really big box on your page. You'll notice above it says ser and it says ir. Does it seem weird that they're sharing the same box? Well, it should, because here's the thing. Ser and ir, ser, which of course we know means to be, and ir, which of course we know means to go, are exactly the same in the preterite. Completely bizarre, right? It's a little silly to think about how I went and I was in the preterite both are fui. What's even sillier is fui looks nothing like ser and it looks nothing like ir. But trust me on this. Fui means I went and I was. After that, maybe you kind of pick out the pattern. You went or you were is going to be fuiste. So if I ask you, which I'm totally going to, ¿a dónde fuiste? I want to know, where'd you go? She went, or she was, or he went, or he was, or of course you formal, usted, went or were. It's going to be fue. We went, we were, fuimos. Y'all went, y'all were, fuisteis. And they went, they were, or you all, like using ustedes, went or were, fueron. Completely bizarre, right? You would not have predicted that, but that's what I love about Spanish. Es una sorpresa. Let's practice with this a little more. Flip over your page, and you're going to write this question. ¿A dónde fuiste el fin de semana pasado? This is going to become a very common question in our room. Where did you go last weekend? And I want you to answer that for yourself. ¿A dónde fuiste? I went to Target. I went to the grocery store. I went to a party. That's what I want to know. You're going to write me a sentence right below that question on the back of this piece of paper. Okay, so are you writing me an answer? Because I want to know, ¿a dónde fuiste el fin de semana pasado? Now, let's change the question a little bit. You don't need to write down this question, but I want you to see it because it's going to change. I don't want to know about you anymore. Not that you're not interesting, you totally are. But I want to know, ¿a dónde fue tu amigo? Where'd your friend go? Maybe he or she went someplace different than you. I could say, mi amigo fue a el parque. Perfecto, mi amigo fue al cine. You're going to answer that for me, but I want to know where you went last weekend and where your friend went. 2 more weirdos to go. Hacer, to do or to make. To say I did or I made, it's going to be hice. Now, in addition to writing in Spanish, I want you to add the English. I did, I made. I'm looking for that. To say you did or you made, I want you to say hiciste. Which leads us to a really important question that we're going to add right over here to the bottom. If you ask someone, just like I'm going to ask you pretty soon, ¿qué hiciste? What do you want to know? You want to know, what did you do? And it depends on your tone how that question goes. What did you do? Now, if you're pretty clever, you already wrote that part down. But let's keep going with the rest of it. To say he or she did, hizo. You could say, mi compañero hizo la tarea. He did the homework, and that would be a really good thing for your compañero. We did. Hicimos. Y'all did, or y'all made. Hicisteis. And finally, they did or they made. Hicieron. Again, even though they're kind of weird, well, they're total weirdos, they still follow that pattern, so they're not totally impossible to predict. Okay, guys, here's the good news. You have one more. Dar. To give. Of course, you like to give. You're a giver. So, let's talk about how we can be generous. To say, I gave, we're going to say, di. Di dinero a mi amigo. Yo le di dinero a mi amigo. I gave my friend money. Diste, you gave. He or she gave. Dio. We gave. Dimos. Y'all gave. Distes. And they gave. Dieron. See the pattern? It's still there. It's almost like you're pretending it's an ER or IR verb instead of an AR verb. So, let's think. How would we say, like, I gave my dog food. I fed my dog. Now, of course, we know that to feed, dar de comer, we would say di de comer a mi perro. But of course, remember that first video with your indirect object pronouns? Who did you feed? To whom were you feeding? Were you giving food? We got to include that indirect object pronoun, le, because that refers to my dog. If that totally messed you up, pretend like I never, ever, ever did it. Almost done here, guys. Casi, casi. 3 more examples. I'm going to do the last one with you. You're going to do the following 2 on your own. You went to the store. We're going to go back up to that verb ir, and to say you went, all one word, fuiste. You went, that's what that gets to a, the, la, store, tienda. You have 2 more here. We did our homework, and they gave me a car. Check out that me. Remember, who did they give a car to? They gave it to me. I want to see that word me in there somewhere. Bravo, guys. You did awesome. You are practically experts at the preterite. Way to go. Hasta luego.